So, I've got this friend, right? Let's call him Dave. Now, poor Dave. He's 37 years old, and for as long as I've known him, he's been chronically single. Honestly, he can't find someone to date to save himself.
Come on, man.
Now, Dave's not a bad-looking guy. He scrubs up well, he has a great career, and he's not a total D-bag. So, what gives? I asked Dave who he typically dates, and he replied that he'll date whoever says yes. And this lack of criteria is what always backfires on him. So I said, okay mate, I'm in the middle of writing a review about ExpressVPN. How about we figure out what attributes are really important to you in a lady based on the criteria I rate this VPN on. Then we can update your dating profile. He replied, Josh, I don't see how this is going to help at all, but okay.
I still don't.
Let's do this. In this video, we'll be judging ExpressVPN based on performance, speed, security and privacy, interface, as well as, you guessed it, price. Let's start with performance. I didn't think this through, did I? Okay, well, let's start with ExpressVPN's performance, and then we'll talk about Dave's interests. Yeah, that sounds better. Shared interests that he'd like to have in a life partner.
Oh my god.
Let's start off by looking at their servers. Now, at the time of this recording, Express has 3,000 servers in 160 server locations across 94 countries. Plus, you get unlimited bandwidth on top of that. Other VPNs do boast a lot more servers, and 3,000 is a pretty small number. However, what Express lacks in numbers, it makes up for in speed. So, Dave, how important is it to you that your new potential girlfriend is available in many locations?
Oh, well, I like traveling, so I'd really appreciate someone who likes to see new places.
Just write that down on my phone. Awesome. Likes to travel. Now, in terms of streaming, Express is a great option too. We didn't experience any buffering issues whilst watching Netflix in other countries, and speed for gaming was great as well. So, Dave, is it important that your life partner doesn't have constant buffering issues?
Well, if by buffering issues you mean general negativity, yes, I prefer someone who looks at life a little more optimistically.
Okay, great. A glass half full kind of gal. Okay, moving on. ExpressVPN also has dedicated apps for all major devices, including Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, and even Linux. Okay, now let's talk speed. We recently ran some speed tests for ExpressVPN and found that it averages around 135 megabits per second. Now this is really, really good. In fact, Express has topped a number of VPN speed tests in the last couple of months. So let's hope that they keep that up. Now, Dave, how important is speed to you in a relationship?
I have no idea how to respond to that, Josh.
Fair call. Let's skip that one then. Now, before we go any further, if you are interested in purchasing ExpressVPN for yourself, be sure to check out the links in the description box down below. This link will give you access to the best price for ExpressVPN right now, and it will give me access to more smiles. Okay, let's move on to security and privacy, or in Dave's case, trust. ExpressVPN certainly walks their talk when it comes to security and privacy. For starters, ExpressVPN is based in the British Virgin Islands, which has always had a great reputation as a privacy-friendly location. That's where Dave is from.
Hey!
They have a strict no-logging policy, which has been verified by independent third-party audits. It's been put to the test too. In one high-profile case, authorities seized one of its servers in Turkey, saying it was used to hide details regarding the assassination of the Russian ambassador Andrei Karlov. The authorities found that the server held no useful information. So if that doesn't put your mind at ease, then I don't know what will. ExpressVPN also recently introduced a few new security features on its Android app. Protection Summary, which tells you how long you've been connected to ExpressVPN in the last week, and when your IP address is being protected by the VPN. Security Assistant, which is a feature that gives step-by-step recommendations on how to protect your device, privacy, and accounts. And a Data Breach Alert feature, which notifies you if your email address is found in a data breach. These are pretty cool features, and hopefully they'll make their way onto other apps soon. Now, Dave, it's no secret that everyone likes to feel secure in a relationship, and privacy between couples is important. Where do you sit on this?
Absolutely. Trust means everything to me in a relationship. In fact, a lack of trust is a deal breaker for me.
Makes perfect sense. So Dave needs a trustworthy lady. Okay. Look, she's definitely taken shape here, mate. We'll be able to update your dating profile right after this video is finished. Alright, now back to ExpressVPN. What are some other key features? Express comes with the standard features that we've grown to expect from a premium VPN. Those features include a kill switch, split tunneling, and multi-factor authentication. For those of you who aren't familiar with these terms, a kill switch instantly turns off your connection in the event of a breach, preventing any data leaks. Split tunneling means that you can route certain apps through a VPN and keep other apps on your local server. And multi-factor authentication provides just another layer of security. So, Dave, what key features are you looking for in a life partner?
That's a hard one. I guess it would be good if she can cook. I'm terrible in the kitchen. And interest in sport would be awesome, but that's not essential. And she's gotta love hitting up the beach.
Okay, those seem like reasonable requests, and I'm sure we can add those to your dating profile. Okay, next, let's move on to the interface. How does ExpressVPN rate in terms of aesthetics? Now, I gotta say, ExpressVPN's interface is hella stylish. It's got this cool 70s vibe about it. The large connect button in the center of the screen that's pretty hard to miss. You can choose your preferred server location from a list of countries and cities, and it auto connects as well, which is a nice touch. Overall, Express is super user-friendly. It's a great choice for beginner VPN users. It's worth mentioning though that the kill switch and split tunneling features aren't available on the iOS version of the app, which is pretty annoying. Now Dave, dare I ask, where do you sit when it comes to your ideal lady's aesthetics?
Attraction is obviously important in any relationship, but I'm not too hung up on looks, if I'm honest, Josh. Of course, it's nice if a gal takes care of herself and her appearance, but I'm also not into ladies that take over an hour to get ready to go somewhere.
Fair enough, so you're not focused if your lady friend has a cool 70s vibe then, do you?
Oh no.
Okay, so let's move on and talk about pricing now. Like most other VPNs, Express has a few payment plans to choose from. If you go month to month, Express will charge you about $12.95 per month. That's about on par with most other providers, because of course, they want you to commit for longer. If you go for a 6-month plan, that monthly price drops down to $9.99 per month, which is still pretty expensive as it goes. Then there's the 12-month plan, which drops the price down to $6.67 per month. That's still quite a lot more expensive than other VPNs out there, but considering it really is one of the most top-rated VPNs, it seems reasonably justified in its price point. As I mentioned earlier, if you're interested in purchasing ExpressVPN, be sure to do so through our discounted links in that description box below, because this will ensure that you get access to the best deal. So Dave, final question before we update your dating profile. Is your ideal lady gonna cost you a fortune? You're gonna have to pay for loads of fancy dinners and overseas holidays in 5-star hotels?
Well, splurging every now and then is nice, but I don't want to be footing the bill every single time we go somewhere.
I agree.
I'm happy to pay for the first few dates, but if I get into a relationship with someone, I expect expenses to be shared a little more evenly.
Now that is a great answer. So, ladies, all 4 of you watching, if you're interested in dating my mate Dave, give him a call on 00.
I can't believe you just said that, man.
And with that, folks, we've reached the end of this video. So now it's over to you. Will you purchase ExpressVPN? Have you used it in the past? Will my forever alone mate Dave ever find himself a lady? Tell us all about it in the comments below. And if there's other VPNs that you'd like us to review, then please be sure to let us know. Thanks for watching the Cyberlab. And a lady may not like Dave enough to want to see him every week, but we sure hope that you do. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this one. I'll see you next time. Come on, Dave. Let's get you sorted.